All right, everyone, we have strike pitcher Austin Gunnaber. We'll go ahead and get started with Daniel Allentock. Daniel, go ahead.
Hi, Austin. A nice rebound from your last start. How did it feel tonight?
Oh yeah, it felt good. Obviously, to go out there and give the team a chance to win. It's my job, so it was nice to execute that tonight.
What were the past couple of days like for you after your last start? I mean, how did you kind of reset and get ready to move on?
They were normal, to be honest with you. I think I threw Monday in San Francisco, so starting Tuesday, it was normal. I'm not going to beat myself. I don't really beat myself up over too much. Obviously, it was not ideal and not something I want to do again. But the next morning when we woke up, it was already focused on this start, and I feel like I told you guys that before, but it's how it is.
When you went back and looked at the video, was there anything that you changed for tonight?
Oh yeah, I changed my hands, the way I come set with guys on base. Just trying to make sure that I'm not tipping anything or guys from second base aren't able to see my gloves. So that was kind of a little adjustment we made coming into the night.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Tracy Rigglesby.
Austin, it gets the feeling, the attitude you have is like if you have a game like that, or like your first game you had with the Rockies, there seems to be a special push on you the next time out to prove that wasn't for real. Have you always been that way, or is that something over time you've just grown into?
Yeah, I think I've always been that way. I've always kind of pitched with a little bit of a chip on my shoulder. And I think, obviously, the intent and the focus and it's always there, but the want to be good tonight, after having a rough one, like the want to go out there and give my team a chance to win, it's big to me. So that's something that I try to, focus on and I continue to do that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We'll go to Nick Grover.
Yeah, Austin, pardon me, Austin, the changes you made with guys on base, I imagine like potentially like just having one more thing to think about could be sort of annoying or distracting or something, but it didn't seem like it bothered you at all. Is that the case?
Yeah, it didn't really bother me because I worked pretty hard on it this past week. Every time I threw a ball, I threw it out of the stretch position, acting like there was a guy on second base. The whole bullpen, I did it so that it wouldn't feel foreign. And tonight I could just go out there and compete. It's obviously not ideal. I don't want to be tipping stuff or have to make changes like that. But, that's something that we had to do. And I had to make sure that, I cleared it up by the time I was out there tonight and that I wasn't focusing on it.
And then like, is it totally second nature at this point? Are you gonna keep working like that between the next start?
Yeah, I'll continue to do it. I made a little delivery change with my windup after the first start. And I think my next like two bullpens, I threw the whole bullpen out of the windup. So I'll probably follow a similar path this upcoming week before my next start, just to try to get to the point where it is second nature and I don't have to think about it. But there was times, that I've become more intentional about it tonight, like just making sure the first time a guy got on second, like I made sure that I was doing, what I had practiced. But then once I saw, my body kind of get into that position, then it just became, more focusing on getting guys out.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Noah.
Hey, Austin. One thing that Bud just said a few minutes ago was that he would have liked if you would have been able to use the changeup more effectively. Did you just not feel it today, or just it didn't come up as much in the pitch calling and sequencing?
Oh, yeah. I had a really good one in the bullpen actually, pre-start, but just didn't really get, in positions. There's a couple guys that I didn't really want to throw it to, and I felt like those were kind of the guys that I got into counts where I would normally throw it. And those guys were really aggressive, man. I threw 70-something pitches in 6 innings, so I never really got, I feel like it was either early contact or I was getting into 2-strike counts where I'm most likely going to lead with one of the breaking balls.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
I will finish up with Larry Patrick.
Yes, it seemed like the offense tonight was unrelenting. Every time Arizona tried to creep back into the game, the Rockies came back and answered with more runs. As a pitcher, that had to make you feel good to see that.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, anytime you put up double-digit runs, it's a good day to be pitching. So, those guys did a great job tonight. Like you said, I mean, it was kind of all game long. It wasn't just one big inning. But yeah, there was a couple times where we had scored and, I was able to go out and put a 0. And then a couple times where we scored and I gave up a run. And every time we came back and we scored a run back. So, I mean, that's those guys just locked in and kind of the lineup working together. And, when you get days like that, you get, big scoring outputs.
Do players look at like the month of April was not the best month for you, and now you've turned over into May, you've won the first big game in May. Does that make you feel like a new start for the team to try to keep going forward?
Yeah. I mean, I think we have differing opinions on my April. I think it was more one bad start versus one bad month. But yeah, I mean, that's what I'm trying to do every time out, is give my team a chance to win. And I know the other 4 guys in the rotation are doing the same thing. If we can keep that going with, the kind of way we're swinging it right now, then we're going to win a lot of games, a lot more than we have won. So, I'm excited to, watch it going forward.
Thank you, Austin.
All right, thank you, Austin. Everyone hang tight. We'll get